Welcome to a special episode of Strictly Reality.
We're your hosts, Liz and Chev,
And every week we break down the biggest fights,
the soft launch romances,
the chaotic alliances,
the producer plans.
and all the moments that made you yell at your TV.
So silence your notifications, grab your snacks, and step into another episode of
Strictly
Reality.
Reality.
Woo!
Woo! Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Welcome to this special episode of Strictly Reality where we're breaking down I feel like I knew was coming, but
Yeah. You
breaking news.
Breaking news, you definitely had hints of it. You specifically, Liz, because I was so optimistic the entire season. I refused to really see the light. And I was 100% on the Quad King bandwagon. I thought this was going to be it for sure, right? They were on their IVF journey. And then the news broke.
Yeah. The news broke. It's Quad and King broken up after 2 years of dating. And, we see these very petty and I don't know, just unprovoked tweets
Receipts.
or receipts from
Receipts.
King. Yeah.
I know. So it seems like King broke the news, right? That he and Quad are no longer together under someone random person's comment on their Instagram.
hmm
Like
Yeah.
it was like unexpected. Clearly someone was like, "Oh, they look so cute together. Oh, look, handsome. Quad is lucky. King is a handsome man, pretty much." And he's like, "Luck ran out." What?
Yeah, what kind of shadiness? And it's like, I don't think they're together anymore. That's sad. And he said, I can confirm that I left that situation. He's like, I'm the one who stepped away. I'm the one who, it's like he had to promote that he is the one who left the relationship. And I just thought that was so petty.
Yeah, he went ahead and decided to make it super clear. If anyone had any questions, concerns, sir, that was a stray. We didn't even know y'all was broken up.
I was even thinking about this. This came out of left field. When I saw an interview with Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King, and
Yes,
she's like talking about how they've been broken up for months and everything,
right.
and it's just now coming out. So we don't even know how long they've been broken up, but we do know that kind of throughout the season there were some questionable scenes that
Yes.
it depends on how people perceive the scenes, but I just felt like it was a little bit shady how he was treating her, in the relationship. So I don't know.
Here I was thinking that was just banter and just like, just relationship, like not even upsets, just like, you're making little comments. Maybe you guys know each other, but definitely more than we know them. So it's like you're saying
Mhm.
little things, but, there were some jabs looking back that
Yeah. And
looking
calling
back,
her big back, like that was rude.
calling her outfit grandma,
Yeah.
right? Calling her big bad quad when she was like literally in the middle of taking her IVF injections and she's afraid of needles. And he was kind of like making fun of her fear of needles, which is like, huh?
Yeah.
No, like what was banter to me now? Like, of course, hindsight is 2020, but yeah, maybe there was some more friction, obviously, than I thought, at least.
Yeah, and even seeing their relationship from the last season to this season, it just seems like it was so much heavier this season, like with going through the IVF
Mm,
journey and them trying to have the child, trying to have this baby and
I
everything,
know.
instead of focusing on their actual like relationship and getting to know each other. This was a lot to take on in the beginning stages of a relationship, and I'm not sure, but I can't help but think that that played a part in where they're at right now.
It really seems like it. It was a fresh-ish relationship. They hadn't moved in together. I haven't we haven't as an audience heard them talk about, maybe getting married or engaged, much less, moving in together. We hadn't seen any of that. So it was kind of like putting the cart before the horse
Yeah.
situation. And of course that's going to bring stressors. And it
hmm
was evident even in how I'm sorry, King would mention that, he's feeling, he was expressing feelings of being
Yeah.
frazzled, right? Just like,
Yeah.
fatigue, the trips to Ghana. I think he really banked on one trip to Ghana. and then it was like 5. You know, like
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like he said that when their retrieval process kept failing, he was just like, I
yeah,
actually thought that this would be like a one and done thing, and then this continues to happen. Like we continue to have to make these trips. I've had to take off work,
oh my
I've
God.
had to do all make all these sacrifices for you, and it's like the way that he was framing it, it was like everything that he was doing was for Quad, you
Yes.
know. And
Yes,
he's like, I already have a child, I already have, that he said that at some point. He was like, I
he
have a
did.
daughter, like, I don't have to do this, and it just seemed like she was kind of dragging him along through this process in a way.
Right, right.
And I mean, I can't help but think that he kind of maybe got fed up. I don't know. But the way that he addressed it was very petty.
It was uncalled for.
Hmm.
Right. And kudos to Dr. Heavenly for, quote unquote, knowing this for months and saying nothing, keeping her lips zipped. Because
Which is very surprising.
she's not known for that. That's just
Hmm.
not her MO, right? So
Yeah.
for her to come out and say, like, yeah, and to say that King is actually, trying to continue to hang out with the male cast, well, the guys of Merit to Medicine and like trying to hang out with people that he met through Quad. So she is like pulling like a almost like I got the feeling of like a Peter from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, like
Mm-hmm.
Peter is
AKA
still around.
Patricia.
Like, yeah, it's gonna like when the relationship ends, you need to take a clean break. But he still has these relationships with these people. But have it not been for Quad, he wouldn't know these people. And
Yeah.
yeah, and we have Quad's response here, right? Like what
Hmm.
she's saying, she came out in response to King just like splattering it over Instagram. And she said, what is King and I mutually decided to bring our relationship to a close in
She
2025.
said Kirk. She won't call him King now.
Oh
Now she calls
my
him
word!
Kirk. She calls him Kirk, which is his first name. I never knew that his last name was King. This
Correct.
whole
I
time
didn't
I was just like,
either.
oh, okay, it's King. Like that's just his name. But she called him Kirk. She's like, oh, we're done. I'm not calling you King because you're
I
not acting
know.
King-like. Hmm.
Yeah, because like this is our first like understanding. Going on his Instagram, really, I did some detective work just to see
Hmm.
if he had any pictures of her up, and I saw Kirk, and I was like, huh, interesting. Now to find out that's his actual first name.
Yeah.
So, okay, I like that. It's telling that she's like, you're no longer the king. You're just
Nope.
Kirk.
Nope.
All right, so let's go back to reading Quad. So Quad is telling us, she continues, while our time together encompassed many meaningful moments, that chapter of my life has now concluded. I wish him well. In
Hmm.
2026, I am focused on moving forward with clarity and purpose. Thank you for your support.
Typical Quad. Like
Polished.
she's so polished, she's so pristine, she's a queen. I
Yes.
love it, and
Yes.
that's why she's not calling him king because she's an actual queen, and she's just like, no, you don't deserve
Yeah.
it anymore. No more
Yeah.
titles.
Quad should be a publicist. She
Yes.
probably should even hire a publicist. She's good. She knows how to like spin a story or to like come out on top because yeah, I'm not gonna delve to your level and I'm also gonna give a microaggression and call you a name I've never called you publicly because you're not who I thought you were, boy.
Exactly, exactly. Yes. Yes, and
You caught that. You caught that.
I know when the reunion comes out, she's going to have
Ooh.
something slick to say,
Oh yeah.
because it's just like, okay, he's taking these little jabs on the internet or whatever. She actually has a platform where she can, take her jabs back. So we'll see how she responds on the reunion episode,
Do
but
you think King or Kirk will grace us with his presence at the
mm,
reunion?
I don't know. I mean, he definitely could.
He could.
He
He was
could.
fully on this season. It wouldn't be random, but it's just more so because a relationship has ended that it's like,
Yeah, and he still has relationships with the cast. Like I saw a post from Toya, and it's like her sons were for their birthday. One of their birthdays, they used like the luxury rental vehicles that he does, and like
mhm.
kind of went, on a luxury vehicle ride or whatever with one of them. So it's like they're still connected with him. They're actually friends.
Talking about luxury vehicles,
Mm.
I'm just like the mind wonders what that VIN would pull up at as for an owner if Dr. Simone had access to it right now because the people are talking. Who
Hmm.
owns that? Was it Rolls Royce?
Yes, there's been allegations that, they did some nefarious activity when it came down to the vehicles, and there were some,
Allegedly.
yes, allegedly, yes. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe that's why Dr. Simone was, so like just I don't know. She was adamant about getting that information, and it's like she's
Right.
talking about it behind Quad's back, but she may have had her reasons.
Could it be something we don't quite know? Well, in any event, like what Quad will, I'm sure if we don't find out of the breakup in the season, because I don't think we will. We haven't seen any like fast forwards, like showcasing the breakup at all. But if we do find that out, we'll see. In any event, Quad is very clearly like what she says, she stands on her own. She's got her own, and she doesn't need a man to do it. So I
Yes.
can see her moving on in her strength and in her power. I really see that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I wish her all the best. I do feel like throughout the season, we're seeing their relationship go down. Like, I do feel like
Mm,
we're seeing that in real time when we see their interactions with each other. Because even the last interaction that they had, it's like she's like crying and stuff. She's like, "Don't do this to me. Like, why are you doing
yes,
this to me?" and stuff. It's like there's more to this than the producers are
yes.
showing us. I think they're just showing us like snippets, but I don't think that they're showing like the whole story. So I do think that we're going to see more wreckage,
Oh
you
my
know, in
gosh.
in
Yes,
future episodes, which sucks, but I just think it was too much too soon for them
I
as
have to
far as just
agree.
adding in the baby and the IVF and everything. That's something that you have to get to know your partner and build
Hmm.
that relationship before you try to add like other things that are so heavy on top of it.
I agree. Oh my gosh. And this is heavy. This is like another, this is forming a family,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And you're doing this or you're proposing to do this with someone who you really don't have any other like formal relationship with, but for being a boyfriend. And it seems like you guys aren't even like, I don't know what the plan is moving forward. If you had this child, where's the child living? With him, with you? Like, where's the household going to be? Because he already said he's not going to live in your house.
Right, right. And
And
he said that, but he never said that he planned on moving in with her or he planned on building the
no,
relationship so that they
no.
can actually move in together or get married or anything. So we don't know what plans he had for what was the end game here? It's just to have the child and then Quad rides off in the sunset because she has her baby. I don't know.
And it
I don't
doesn't
know.
seem, yeah, I agree. I just like, it's not clear, but it also seems like Quad was not like a marriage-minded woman would be one to say, where are we going with this, right? Where's this relationship heading? I want to get a ring. I want us living together. I want us to move in together. But Quad's already done that. So
Yeah.
I get the sense that she's already had that phase in her stage in her life. And so like that wasn't a priority. The
Hmm.
marriage, the moving in, it wasn't a priority. The priority was the kid.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it seemed like that weighed that anchored down that relationship so soon because King said it himself, we went straight from the honeymoon to IVF. That is like a huge segue. There is
Huge.
no transition there. That's just like one to the next.
Exactly. I mean, I believe that Dr. G and Sweet Tea actually like took more time to get to know each other and took more time to like if we're talking because
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was so much on them last season, right? Like
I
people were
know.
coming for their journey, their fertility journey and stuff
Hard.
hard. And then now, seeing what's going on this season, it's like people aren't doing what they did to Sweet Tea last season. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it is just interesting to note the dynamic between the group and what's going on right now.
Man, I
So,
can't help but think about Sweet Tea now that you said Sweet Tea. Like, I wonder, like, what her. Let's see if she comes out saying anything.
mhm.
I don't get the sense that she will because Dr. G is kind of like, don't say nothing, like he doesn't want to be in any line of fire when it comes to Quad. But I'm sure she has a few like, shady thoughts.
Yeah.
Shady thoughts, right? Because, last season it was thrown in their faces, right? It was like this, I don't know, they made the group choose between Sweet Tea and Dr. G and Quad and King, and now it's like, yeah, it seems and this relationship is no more, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Sweet Tea is probably thinking, I don't know what she's thinking, but it's probably a little shady.
Yeah, I mean, it was bullying. I
It
mean,
was
to an
hard.
extent, yeah,
It was hard.
for them and what happened and even how Quad was treating her and then them calling her
Yes.
little girl all the time and
Oh
just
my
and then
God.
acting like she had came up with that when she knew came up with the idea of having a child when she knew that she couldn't have. Remember how like they were trying to
Yes.
put that on her and it's
Yes.
like, that's
They
heavy.
yeah, they tried to like create the storyline like she trapped Dr. G. Like she
Exactly.
trapped him, right? Just
Well, who wants to trap
awful.
Dr. G? But I
But yeah, that was awful and heavy. So I wonder if we're gonna see a Sweet Tea Dr. G return in future seasons. I
Mm,
would be here for it.
I'd be here for it too.
100%. Why
I mean,
not?
she's actually married to medicine.
Ooh.
I mean,
It's true. It's true. It's true. You said no lies right there. It's
so,
a fact.
like,
It's a fact.
yeah,
It's a fact. Quad
but
is
yeah.
like more tangentially related to it at this point. It's just not no direct at
Mm-mm.
this point, right? I think she's still on the show because she's I don't know, she was one of the main cast
Yeah.
members and from the beginning, original cast
Hmm.
members. And she anchors the show pretty well. Like she had a decent storyline so far clearly this season.
I mean, yeah, but it revolved around King and their IVF
And
journey. So what is going to happen when King's out of the picture? Now that King is out of the picture.
well, she's running Heavenly's
Is she still doing
political.
that? I thought that when Heavenly changed from House of Representatives, like state rep
Uh-huh.
to Congress, that Quad no longer worked on her campaign. I thought she
Interesting.
switched, yeah, I thought she switched campaign managers since she's running for US Congress. I mean, yeah,
I would hope
I'd have
so.
to, yeah, yeah.
I
So
would
that's
hope
why
so.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the storyline is going to be, but
Oh man, she's probably gonna find something because yeah, that is well, we will see, right? We don't have to speculate it. We can just watch it. So
yeah.
I'm excited that we were able to like meet up for this special episode and talk about what the streets are buzzing about because right now it just broke 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
everyone's talking about this and I'm sorry, you guys. Let us know in the chat who did you guys think this was expected? Did you see this coming? Liz saw it from like 3 miles away. I didn't see it even up close. I did not even, I didn't see it. But
But I mean, you did peep like something that was shady, right? But you were just like, I don't
yes,
know for sure if this is how they are, or
ex-
like it's like you were trying to give them a chance, which
I
I
was.
appreciate. It's like I was like, hey, something's wrong.
I appreciate your vision. You can like cut through the fog and see like, no, girl, this ain't it. This ain't it. Because this entire time I'm thinking, okay, self-sacrifice. He's doing something that maybe he doesn't want to do necessarily. If it wasn't for this woman, he would be fine with having his family situation as it is. But he understands Quad wants a child and he's here to help with that. So I was like, you know what? That's a good man. That's not a bad person. But the
But he
bar,
did try though. He did try.
yeah. But
Like
it
it's
got a
like,
little, yeah.
yeah.
I think the issue is that you have is that it got a little, what is it when you like passive aggressive?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snide remarks, the weird comments, and the pettiness, it was just like, okay, this is a lot. Like something is wrong and you're not speaking up for yourself.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. Like when she was begging him, like he mentioned, like, please don't give up. Yeah, that was telling. Like he was at the end of his line.
yeah,
He was there.
and kind of being kind of standoffish too. It was like he wasn't saying much, he's just like sitting there, like looking at her and stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
this man doesn't want to be here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Well, it seems like they both tried their best. We don't know how long. She said they ended in 2025, Quad
Hmm.
said. So, hopefully, she recovers, she, finds herself, centers herself in what she wants. And we hope that she doesn't I think she missed having an experience like Kenya in Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she rushed and married someone
Hmm.
and, she had a baby and they divorced because they really were not compatible people.
Yeah.
Right. But the focus had been, at least for Kenya, was having a baby. It was important to her. That was her priority.
Hmm.
And here it seems like that was similarly Quad's priority, but it's important also that the partner be the right person for you. So you could
Exactly.
have that family unit and you can grow a home together as opposed of apart. So if that's what Quad missed, if she dodged a bullet, happy for her, and I'm sure she'll find something and something better in the future.
Yeah, yeah. Now with Kenya and Mark though, did she do IVF or
She did
did
IVF.
she did? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
she
okay.
did. She did.
Hmm.
And they have a beautiful Brooklyn, I believe is her name.
She's
Beautiful
so
baby girl.
cute.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
so cute.
Hmm.
But and we hope and wish the best the same for Quad. But
Yeah,
this time, with the right person and not rushing that to the forefront because obviously that's too much pressure to start with.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, give it time, but I don't think she felt like she had time. But now it's like you've already taken 2 years that were kind of wasted, but wishing
Yeah.
her all the
Yeah.
best.
Wishing
Yeah,
her the best.
yeah. But you guys make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share. And thanks for tuning into this special episode of Strictly Reality.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, okay. All right, let me see. Oh, shit.
Like,
I'm not laughing at you.
I'm over it. I'm over it today, okay? Okay, whatever.